Well, I've been around construction all my life. My dad was a sheet metal worker, and so he started his own business when I was little, and I would go to work with him. He did a lot of church roofs with the copper roofing on them, and to see him build it and then watch it through the years where it turns green and everything else, and know that he was a part of that. He helped design it, he worked with the owners and everything else. It was just really cool for me to be involved with those types of things.
When I started working on the Northgate projects, and that was like eye-opening for me. To see how the buildings all came along and to be part of such a big project was like rewarding.
I was not sure that construction was even an option for me, but I was introduced to construction by a very good friend of mine, and ever since I joined the company, I just loved it, and I knew it was for me.
The most surprising part about being in construction for me was the abundance of opportunities that it provided you, from working in the field, in project engineering, project administrative, and accounting, to executive roles such as myself in business development. So that was kind of shocking for me to just figure out that there was so much diversification in the avenues that you could go about in construction.
Recently, I see a lot more doors opening for women in construction, and I see a lot more women joining the force in construction.
From my position, I've seen so many incredibly dynamic women just absolutely crush it at what they're doing. From the field to the office, it's amazing to see that there is nothing that a man can do that a woman cannot.
I would say the biggest challenge is playing with the boys. 90% of the time, I'm probably one of the only females sitting at the table at any given time.
And when a woman comes to the field, knowledgeable and understands the issues at hand, sometimes there's a little bit of hesitation, but more and more, I think people are being more open on and receptive about women, just pretty much showing the way, leading the way,
There's finally a seat at the table for women where, we've had to fight a long fight to get to where we are.
The biggest change in the construction industry over the past 20 years has been the overall presence of women. When I first started out, you wouldn't see women in the field at all, or even in the office. If there was, it's one or two. Now, walking around the office, I would say that the women probably definitely outnumber the men, and the overall presence of women in the field is kind of shocking. So I would say, as a whole, the construction industry has kind of embraced women and seeing the assets that women bring to the table, and it's really kind of been an amazing journey to watch.
The advice that I would give to anybody starting out in the construction industry is just don't be afraid to ask questions and find answers.
Just go to somebody who is knowledgeable, find them, and ask them for help. And if you ask somebody for help and they don't give you help, don't get discouraged. Just continue asking questions. Find somebody else who will help, because there's tons of people out there that'll help you.
And this, no matter the gender, I would say don't second guess yourself. If you think you have the answer, always, raise your hand, bring it up.
Always ask for your seat at the table. If you have the knowledge, the understanding of the construction industry and this business, ask for your seat at the table.